In today's video, we will consider measurement of length. What is length? Distance of separation between two points is known as length. For measurement of length, few methods are direct methods. For example, you are making use of meter scale. Then you are familiar with this meter scale and its least count is 0.1 centimeter. Like this, you will be having meter scale. Its least count is 0.1 centimeter, or you can say its least count is 1 millimeter, or you can say its least count is 10 raised to power minus 3 meter. If you want to measure a distance that is smaller than 0.1 centimeter, then you have to use vernier caliper. This is vernier caliper. If you want to measure the diameter of this pen, then you can make use of vernier caliper. Its least count is going to be 0.01 centimeter or 10 raised to power minus 2 centimeter or 10 raised to power minus 4 meter. If further small distance you want to measure the thickness of this page, then in that case we will not use vernier caliper, we will use screw gauge. Its least count is 0.001 centimeter or 10 raised to power minus 3 centimeter or 10 raised to power minus 5 meter. Another instrument that we are having in lab for measuring much smaller distance or length, then this instrument is spherometer. So all these three you will use when you will do practicals in lab. So these are few direct methods. Sometimes we are in need of indirect methods also for measurement. These indirect methods we are using for very small distance also, and we are using for very large distance also. So here we are going to discuss what are indirect methods to measure large distance. This first method, triangulation method, making use of trigonometry, you have done in 10th class in mathematics. If this is tower given to us with height h and this is our position at a distance x from the base of that tower, and this angle theta is given to us, then we can make use of tangent theta. Tangent theta will be equal to h upon x. So h will be equal to x tangent theta. If this x is not known to us, then how to use or how to find out the height of the tower? In that case, let us consider this figure. This is our first position. And in this triangle, the first position is at a distance x from the base. So in this triangle, if we will use cot theta 1, cot theta will be base upon perpendicular. So cot theta 1 will be x upon h. You are shifting from this point to point D at a distance small d. Then in this triangle ABD, find out cot theta 2. Cot theta 2 will be x plus d divided by h. From this you subtract this equation. You will get d by h. D is known to you. So h will be equal to d upon cot theta 2 minus cot theta 1. Till now nothing new I have told you. This you have done in 10th class also. Next part that we are going to consider, that is also echo. It means we are making use of, this is also indirect method, we are making use of reflection of sound to find the distance of an object from us. So distance will be speed with which the sound waves are moving multiplied by time taken to get the signal or sound wave back divided by 2. Sonar. Sonar full form is sound navigation and ranging. In this case we were making use of sound waves. In this case, we are making use of ultrasonic waves with frequency greater than 20,000 Hz. We will send ultrasonic waves and we will get back the signal. Time taken to get back the signal is t. The speed with which the waves are moving will be v. So, distance of the object from us will be v into t divided by 2. Similarly, if we are using radio waves, then this method will be radar, that is radio detection and ranging. So here distance will be c multiplied by t divided by 2, where c is representing the speed of the radio waves. All these methods you have done in 9th class. Now we will consider one new method that is unknown to you. If we want to find out the distance of a star or planet from Earth, then the method that we are using is known as parallax method. Now I will share one activity with you. You listen to it, then pause the video and then you do this activity. Go for your observation and then again we will start. The activity is you fix a point on the wall in front of you and hold one pen in front of you against that specific point on the wall. Now second step is you look at the pen through your left eye and close your right eye. This is one point fixed on the wall. This is position of pen. This is showing your left eye position. This is your right eye position. So what you will do, you will close your right eye and you will see towards the pen with your left eye. Next step, now you close your left eye and open your right eye and look at the pen with your right eye. What will you observe? You will observe that position of pen seems to change with respect to the point on the wall. And if you are moving your eye, means if you are going to observe or look towards pen from right eye, then pen appears to be shifted towards left side. And if you will see from left eye, then your pen appears to be shifted towards right of this. So this will be your observation. And the gap between your two eyes, this will be known as basis. The distance between 2 points of observation. This will form basis. This is parallax method and the angle by which this shift is taking place, this will be known as parallax. So you do this activity, go for your observation whether the position of the object seems to get changed with the change in the eye position, means either you are going to see it with the help of your left eye or you are going to see it with the help of your right eye. So this angle is known as parallax or parallactic angle. So parallax is the apparent shift in the position of an object. Which object? Object means here pen. With respect to another. Another one means the reference point or the point that we have marked on wall. When we shift our eye sidewise. Parallax is apparent shift in the position of an object with respect to other when we shift our eye sidewise. Means when you will shift your eye towards left or to right, there will be an apparent shift in the position of object, though pen is at its own original position. Pen is not shifting at all. But whether you are going to observe or look it from left eye or right eye, it will make the difference. And the object that is closer to your eye, it will appear to move in a direction opposite to that of your eye. And for distant object, this shift will be by very small angle. Sometimes it is very less, so we are neglecting it also. And if object is close to you, then this change in angle will be very large. You can consider that you are moving by a car on the road and mountain is there on side and one tree is also there. So position of tree will shift very soon and position of mountain will not shift that quickly. So this method we can use for finding the distance of moon or planet, or we can use this method to find the distance of stars, or we can find the size of the moon or other planets also. So how to consider this method to find the distance of the moon or any other planet? For this we will consider we are present on Earth here. This is surface of Earth. A and B are two observatories present on the surface of Earth. And here also we are with one telescope, and here also we are with one telescope. Means we are going to do our experiment simultaneously at both the points. So what we will do? This is planet or moon, and its distance from Earth we want to find out. So we will consider a distant star also. And what will happen for distant star? We will use our telescope. We will set the telescope just to see the star. And then this telescope position, we will shift from this direction towards the direction of our planet or moon that we want to see. So by which angle this telescope is going to get shifted, or the angular change that we are going to give, this we can measure with the help of this. Now this line and this line, they are parallel, and this is transversal. So this angle and this angle will be alternate angles. So this is phi 1. So this angle will also become phi 1. Similarly, when other person is observing the same distant star, then for this person and for this person, the position of the star will remain same, because this is at a very large distance. For very large distant objects, the theta value will come out to be very, very small. And the objects which are closer than those, theta value will be comparatively larger. So when from this observatory the same star will be viewed, then this will be position, and for planet, then this will be the shift. So this will be phi 2. This angle will also become phi 2. So total angle, it will become phi 1 plus phi 2. And if we will consider our old formula, theta is equal to length of arc divided by radius. By using that, we can find this value of S. I am repeating whole. A and B are two observatories separated by distance d on the surface of Earth. A and B. Two observatories where we have fixed two telescopes here. Now observation from A and B is taken at the same time by two different persons. Now first telescope will be focused to a distant star that is at a very large distance. We will focus on that, and then we will change the position of telescope like this, and from here change in position like this. For distant star, from this point and from this point, there will be not much change in the direction. So when you will change your telescope from this position to this position, this angle will be known to you. Then you can know value of this angle, similarly value of this angle. Then this can work like arc of a circle, and we have relation theta is equal to length of arc divided by radius. So this will become theta is equal to d divided by s, and s will be equal to d upon theta. The point where you have to focus is theta we are going to measure in radian. So when you will solve numericals, you will consider theta to be in radian. It can be given in second or minute or in degree. You will convert it into radian. Now next is to find out distance of a nearby star. This is Earth. Our position is here. This is nearby star whose distance we want to find out. So again we will consider n is the position of nearby star. Far off star we have represented by F and F. Far off star means its direction and position is fixed for all position of Earth in its orbital motion. The Earth is going to revolve around the Sun on this path. So our first observation is at position A. At position A, we will see the distant star, far off star, and then we will turn the telescope by this angle. So this theta 1 will be known to us, this theta 1 will be known to us. Then we will go for second position, observation, for observation. So this we will take after 6 months. It means we will consider orbital diameter First our position is here. After 6 months we will be able to come to this end of the diameter. Then we will see the star again. When we are going to consider like this, then this angle will be theta 2, this angle will also be theta 2. So first observation is at position A, second observation at position B. After 6 months, Earth is at diametrically opposite position B. So theta, this theta complete will be equal to theta 1 plus theta 2. Again using formula, theta is equal to length of arc divided by radius. So you can find out from here d, that is distance of star. If you want to find out here angular diameter of moon, means this diameter of moon you want to find out. We are on Earth. So from Earth, what we will see with the help of telescope, first we will see this end of diameter and then we will rotate it to this end of diameter. Then here some change is there in angle. If this distance is known to us, because we have already done a method to find a distance of moon. If this distance is known to us, this angle is known to us. Again using formula, theta is equal to length of arc divided by radius. So theta will be equal to d divided by s and linear diameter will be equal to distance multiplied by angular diameter. What is angular diameter? This theta is angular diameter. This is a linear diameter. Angular diameter is angle made by two ends of the diameter on the eye of a person who is observing the two ends. So you try numericals related to these.